Hey guys, it's Najam back again with another review, and today I'm gonna review the Thrustmaster T80 USB steering wheel for the PS3 and also the PS4. Now before we get started, for those of you who don't want to watch this whole video, I'm gonna say all in all this is an amazing steering wheel. If you're gonna get it, if you're starting out, this is also amazing for the PS3 and also the PS4. But people do say that just because this doesn't have force feedback, it's not a good option, but that's not really the case. Now that's all I'm gonna say for now. If you wanna know anything else about this, if I missed something out in the video, obviously let me know and I'll answer your question. But also just follow along the whole video. You might just learn something that nobody else has talked about, and you maybe you'll find your answer. But other than that, I'm gonna get right into the review. Now I'm gonna start by taking a look at the front of the wheel. Okay, on the front you've got your D-pad, which is very nice and clicky. All the buttons are very nice and clicky. You've got your signature play buttons on the right side. You've got a PlayStation logo over here, which is, by the way, not a button. You've got LED indicator over here, which tells you about the sensitivity. More on that later. You've got your share button and your option buttons from the Dualshock 4, and if you're using a PS3, these are considered to be select and start buttons. You've got your PlayStation home button to get yourself onto the XMB menu, and you've got your L3, L2 and R2 and R3 over here. Now notice on the pedals, the pedals are also just L2 and R2, and you've also got the buttons over here. That means you don't have to use the pedals, but obviously it's recommended that you do. Now the wheel itself obviously turns. You've got your and by the way, this it comes directly onto a center when you leave it, and you've got your L1 over here and your R1 over there. Now it has a good rubbery surface over here, which is really nice and grippy to hold, and I do really like it. Also, well, these are a bit plastic, but you know, this is where you're gonna hold it, and this is rubbery, very nice. Since this is a licensed product, the PS3 will recognize this as an official DualShock 3 controller, except it is not a DualShock 3 controller or something. Like, it's an official controller, it's gonna recognize as that. Now all these buttons are nice and mushy, and they're really tactile. They're really nice. But these two are loud and they're really clicky buttons, so them are the only differences. And then you've also got your pedals down there, which are in their own world, I guess. Anyways, back onto the other video. The wheel itself is 11 inches, it's very light and turns 1080 degrees, which is more than enough, and apparently it's more than that of the G27, which is the best non-steering wheel as of right now. The Logitech G27 only turns 900 degrees. This one turns 1080. It clamps to the table with a screw, and it doesn't require a screwdriver to tighten or loosen. The clamp is very secure, unlike the pedals, which tend to slide when you push. Really though, so don't get too upset, it hasn't bothered me much. On the positive side, the pedals are big and really nice to use. They plug into the back of the wheel with an Ethernet look-alike connector. The wheel has a really big base, which is bulky, and I don't like it, but I mean, as long as it hides all the cool bits that makes this wheel awesome, then it's fine. I mean, it's not the biggest, but honestly, I mean, it just looks kind of bulky and everything, if you can see it, which you can a little bit, but I'll show you a part of it. All the buttons on this steering wheel are kind of mushy and they're a little tactile, unlike the controller, which is not a bad thing. They still are really nice to press, and they're all just still premium buttons. You still, you know, feel good to press them, but they're not as clicky and as tactile as the controllers, which is very nice. Overall, the build quality of this thing is amazing. Even with all this plastic that it's made out of, it still feels like a really solid thing, and I don't think it's gonna break, you know. I mean, okay, look, the wheel, the rim, it just a little, you can just sort of move it, it rattles around, you know, but it's not gonna come out. It hasn't bothered me, it hasn't done anything wrong, it's still freaking awesome. The only thing I don't like about this is the fact that it doesn't have force feedback, and also the fact that it doesn't have the two thumbsticks on the controller. Now, okay, look, none of the wheels out there have thumbsticks like on the controller, For some games it's really important to have one, and this is missing it. And okay, I'm not gonna complain about it because it's not a normal thing. Okay, it's just like you're not supposed to have a thumbstick, but that's just a suggestion. It's not a bad thing. The thumbstick is obviously the whole big wheel, but they should add at least a right stick or something on it. That would really help out with moving around on the indoors of a game or something like GTA or something. You know, when you get into a car, you can start using it as a wheel. When you're walking around, use it as a thumbstick. That'll be really cool. But I don't think any wheel has that. If I'm wrong, then let me know in the comment section below. Something else for you to comment about. One thing I forgot, and before we get on to the gameplay footage, it does have one extra switch on it, which is on the behind the wheel. I'm pretty sure you haven't seen this in this video yet because it was hiding behind the wheel itself. It's on the base, and it basically allows you to switch to PS4 mode and PS3 mode, which is cool because it's also backwards compatible, right? So it's generally and mainly made for the PlayStation 4. That's why it has the share and option buttons, but you can also use it for the PS3 obviously with the click of a switch. I've only had the opportunity to use this with the PS3 because I don't have a PS4. This works with most, if not all, the games, including Need for Speed Most Wanted, which isn't a very nice game when it comes to compatibility. Mainly I've been playing Test Drive Unlimited 2 with this, and everything works. Both the thumbstick functions, and in Test Drive Unlimited 2 you do need those thumbsticks. They're very essential apparently. The LED indicator on the front that indicates the steering sensitivity is red, sort of red, and then green. Red means you're on the lowest sensitivity, amber is when in the middle, and the green is most sensitive. To change the sensitivity you have to hold the R1 and L1 together and tap the D-pad, and then it'll change color. But I do think it should have been the other way around, green for the least sensitivity, red for the most sensitivity, but I guess it doesn't really matter, whatever. I use the green light, by the way, which is the most sensitive, and unlike before, let's get into some proper gameplay footage with my commentary over it, if I remember to do commentary over it. Okay, welcome to a commentary with the world's worst microphone when it comes to commentary. I'm not going to use any of the microphone because I can't really be bothered. I'm just being really sad on you guys, aren't I? I'm going to be using the L2 and R2 buttons to control the car, accelerate and brake, because I can't reach the pedals because the tripod is in front. So I'll just get around this. Here we go. There we go. So I'll put the wheel cam, I guess I can call it, on the side somewhere, on the side of the video, and you can see the gameplay with obviously the game audio coming through. Well, I can't hear the game audio, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so you're gonna make a turn over here. It's really nice. Well, I'm not used to this position, but I guess I can manage. There we go. So it's nice. We've got the police coming up ahead. So when you in this game, when you go inside buildings, you can't really move around as a character because like it's a character, and I'm not using the pedals, so I can't really control how much acceleration I put into this. Oh wait, the cop's going this way as well. Let's just go this way. Forget it. I want to get onto a long road, and then obviously because that's fun, innit? Oh my god, this guy's going this way as well. Oh, he just hit me car. Are you mad, bro? Oh wait, it's not a... Okay, here is a good example of a good turn with the wheel. If I can control this. It's a little too slow. So as you can see, I can pull a really nice curvy turn with the wheel. You can't do this with the controller. I've been having problems with this, but it's fixed because I've got a wheel now. What is this? Is this a... Crap, it's traffic. Boom. Oh, what the... So Test Drive Unlimited 2 works perfectly fine. Need for Speed Most Wanted works perfectly fine. It doesn't even let me use a different controller other than the Dualshock 3, but it works with this game perfectly fine. And then when it comes to I've got an SUV, it's not gonna get knocked out of the way. I'm gonna get Gran Turismo 6, but that won't be in this video. If you have any request on that, Gran Turismo 6. By the way, this is on the PS3. Haven't been able to use this on the PS4. I can also do some videos on Gran Turismo 6, but you can see it works on this perfectly. It works on Most Wanted perfectly fine. In fact, it's better on that game because you don't walk around as a character and stuff. Okay, you can't look around the car and everything, but I mean, other than that, it works perfectly fine. This is a long highway, so guess we'll just speed off over here. I'm not gonna show you some Need for Speed because that game is made for the controller. That's why they only want you to use the controller, because the physics in that game is not really good for the wheel. The drifting and everything is sort of like semi-automatic. You know, it's got a kind of like a handling on their own, like a bottleneck. So you can't like control the whole car the way you want it. You have to well, it's easier to control with the controller because it's made for the controller. I'm saying, you know, well, I mean, that's a game made for the controller. I'm guessing the rival is pretty much the same. Need for Speed is a, you know, a little bit of a different game. So I mean, if you only play with this open world, mess around, you know, go fast, jump on bridges and everything, it's fine. I've been playing it here and there, but I haven't really touched it too much. You can do pretty much everything with that because you don't need the thumbsticks other than to just look around the car, which is not really all that important. So that's cool. But yeah, that's Need for Speed Most Wanted. Now as you can see, when it comes to curvy turns, you just turn a little bit. I'm on the green sensitivity, by the way, and it's got a good turning mechanism going on, so it's a really nice wheel. Back on to the other video then. I'll stop over here. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this review. This is the Thrustmaster T80 for the PS4 and also backward compatible with the PS3. I haven't really tested it with the PC, but I'm pretty sure it does work. It's Thrustmaster, it's officially licensed. The only main gripe I have about this is the pedals. They tend to just slide away. I'm guessing they're meant to be on a flat surface, like a table or like a plastic table or glass or something. Instead I've got it on carpet, but you know, they should make something like this for carpet, right? Because everybody has carpets. Well, I've got carpets. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions or anything I did miss out about this, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you for watching. By the way, it does feel really comfy and comfortable to hold. I mean, it's not the biggest wheel. I'd like to have it, you know, really massive, then you can sort of like turn like this, but like it's small but not small enough. It's big enough. Like it's a really nice, it's sort of perfect size. It's just a tiny bit smaller than the perfect size, I guess, but it's the way they've just sort of shaped it is really comfortable to hold. Anyways, thank you for watching for the second time, and I'll see you again in a different video.